Hi guys, welcome to a new series on the channel that celebrates metal music, a music genre that I have loved all of my life, and I was raised with hard rock and heavy metal. It looks like it, right? It certainly does. Many of you may know this because of my Vampire Clan music series, where I take a vampire clan and I associate the clan with a certain song that reminds me of the clan. And that series is still going. I'm still thinking of songs to use, and I don't want to just stick any song in there. So if you want to check out that series, if you haven't already, please go ahead and check out my YouTube page and go through my playlists, and there should be a playlist for the clan series as of right now. I will also have a series on Kiss songs as well later on, and my history with Kiss. I have my own Kiss-story, as it were, so please look forward to that as well. However, today's topic is going to be the best covers by metal bands. Whether the songs are well, I guess actually all the songs here are older songs covered by metal or hard rock groups from the 80s mainly. So the first one is going to be Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll by Poison. So this was a cover. The song was originally done by the rock duo called Loggins and Messina. I believe that the song was definitely on the pop chart, and you can definitely hear that in the Poison version as well, except of course you have Bret Michaels' singing style. It's kind of twangy, that sort of kind of style. So it's like, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. He adds this new kind of feel and rhythm to the song. So that's why I put it at number 10.
Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock. But when the evening rolls around and it's time to hit the town, where do you go? You gotta rock it. You know, folks say that you gotta end your day by 10.
Number 9 is actually not very well-known cover. It's a cover by Skid Row. Sebastian Bach is a well-known Kiss fan and grew up loving Kiss, being beaten up for loving Kiss. So of course I have to feature Come On and Love Me by Skid Row. Sebastian Bach does an amazing job, and what I love most, being that I'm a Kiss fan, is that the song stays true to how the song goes. Not that there's anything wrong with doing your own spin on it, and I think any band who does a cover should do their own spin on the song. I think that the song was done properly. Not played it just like them or sang it just like them, because of course it sounded different, but they stayed true to how the song is supposed to go. They didn't change it too much to the point that it was a completely different song. So I loved it. Anything Kiss related that is actually good, I totally give my 100% props to. Number 8 is actually probably one of the band's most well-known songs. Not the most well-known, but one of the songs that was actually a cover that I think a lot of people know. I don't know if tons of people know, but I knew it. I had heard the song before, and it's You're So Vain by Faster Pussycat. It was originally a Carly Simon song. Of course, we know that You're So Vain is a song that's been covered by many artists, even including Marilyn Manson, for all people, but he also did Sweet Dreams. But anyways, I actually really liked this version because the singer of Faster Pussycat has such a unique voice, and when you hear it right away, it really stands out and it's incredibly recognizable. And I think their version of the song is really, really great.
They'd be your partner and you're so vain.
Number 7 is one of Motley Crue's big songs from their Theater of Pain album. It's where they went a little bit more glam and sparkly and glittery and pink and all their pretty little scarves. That's the direction they went for that album, and the song is Smokin' in the Boys' Room. In fact, I think with Motley Crue, that song was put up to the next level and is mostly known by Motley Crue. Especially if you actually Google Smoking in the Boys' Room, it's the Motley Crue video that comes up instead of the original artist. It's actually originally by Brownsville Station, and it's got a similar kind of sound to the song, but of course Motley brings their own spin to it, in fact changing the names mentioned. He goes, "My butt is 6, big and tall," you know, he makes it Motley Crue related, because in the original version he says different names, which I believe are the members of the band as well. I absolutely love that song, and if anyone has ever seen the video, it's actually quite hysterical and funny, especially for an 80s video, because a lot of them are really ridiculous.
Sitting in the classroom thinking it's a drag. Listening to the teacher rap just ain't my bag. Noon bells ring, you know that's my cue. I'm gonna meet the boys on floor number 2. Smoking in the boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room.
Number 6 is an incredibly rare cover. I had only heard this a few days ago, but the moment I heard it, I fell in love with it. And the song, I've known it for a very long time, and I love the way this song sounds. It has a very bluesy, it's got a lot of swag to it. It's Mississippi Queen, originally by Mountain, and out of all bands, W.A.S.P covered it. So imagine Blackie Lawless singing Mississippi Queen. It's amazing, and they really do make it sound like a W.A.S.P song. Can you imagine them singing it live and then, you know, obviously throwing raw meat into the audience? It's everything that Mountain has ever dreamed for. But no, it really, really is great, and it's a wonderful find. I'm so happy the internet exists, because otherwise I probably would have never discovered this, including many of the covers that I will be talking about today.
Mississippi Queen. If you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen. She taught me everything.
Another one, which is actually pretty popular, it's one of the band's most popular songs, and even the song before the band covered it was rather popular as well. The song was originally by Golden Earring, and the song is Radar Love, covered by White Lion. I love White Lion. The singer is so great. I believe they're from Sweden? They're European. Well, at least the singer is European. And I love the version. They were very loyal and respectful for keeping the aura of the song and not changing it too much. I think the only thing that they might have changed is they emphasized the guitar a little bit more, which I think is important, because the guitar in that song is so good, with the little licks in between the lines and the verses. I mean, it's so great. And Golden Earring's version is still really great as well.
She says the cable coming in from above. Don't need to bump it up.
Number 4, it's one of my favorites, and it's probably the least rock and roll song in the entire list. But it's called Just a Gigolo, and it was covered by David Lee Roth. It was originally done by Louis Prima, and I believe he was some sort of Italian singer, and he originally had sang the song, and then David Lee Roth covered it. David Lee Roth seems to cover songs that no one would ever think could be rock, and then proves everyone wrong. I could have mentioned California Girls, which was originally by the Beach Boys, which is also a really awesome song. I love it, but I wanted to pick a song that was way outside the box, not even rock at all. And if you've ever seen the video is very fun. David's very eccentric, does all kinds of fun stuff, and I think the song is just very clever. He's added some really, really unique vocals to the song, including he does some scatting as well, which is so strange to hear in like rock, and to hear that right in the middle of the 80s with Steve Vai as your guitarist and everything like that. It's just straight up awesome. So I wanted to mention it into this list, especially so high up, but I think it deserves that for sure.
Just a gigolo,
life goes on without me, 'cause I ain't got nobody.
You're probably going to think, wow, this song is really high up on your list, Shannon. Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. Because if you've ever heard the original and then you hear this version, you know they took it another level up. They took it to another level. They made it into their genre. The song is For the Love of Money by the Bullet Boys, and it was originally done by the OJs. And if you listen to the original song, it's much longer. In fact, it's twice as long, and it's got a slower pace to it. But they stayed true to the opening, I believe it's a bass line or guitar line, and they stayed true to that. And then the background vocals, for the love of money, they keep that in there. But Mark Torian brings it. He just sings the hell out of that song, way more than the OGs ever did. And I think that's important. Another band that had covered this song was Queensryche, and when you listen to that, I was expecting like really amazing, because they covered I Want to Get Close to You by, I mentioned that in another video, and you should check it out. I'll put a link here, right here. I thought that the Queensryche version would be even more bomb, but I listened to it and they just cover it the way it was done, and I'm like, oh, that's so boring. Like, that's why I decided to put Bullet Boys. They're one of the most underrated bands in the 80s. They had one successful album, then everything just went downhill, but they're still going. It's one of their biggest songs that they have besides Smooth Up In Ya, and it's got a great message, and it's an all-around great song, and they did a good job as far as making a cover and not doing too much of the original and making it their own. So that's why it's number 3.
Got to have it. Hey, hey. Some people really need it. Listen to me, y'all. You gotta do things, good things with it.
Number 2, a wonderful cover by a Swiss band, and the band is Crocus. The song is Ballroom Blitz, and it was originally done by The Sweet, and I love The Sweet. Their version is awesome, but I think Crocus brought it to a whole new level with his high-pitched vocals. I believe he almost has a falsetto because he sings so high, and they just really kind of like grab a hold of your balls if you have them, and they rip them right off. Like, that's how awesome the cover is. He's like, let's go! Like, he goes for it.
Oh, I see a man in the back. As a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, let no one ignore her, 'cause she thinks she's the passionate. It's like lightning. Everybody was fighting, and the music was soothing.
And number 1, this is, I could have easily done Come On Feel the Noise, because it was their biggest song, but I decided to go with a different one, because if you've ever heard Mama We're All Crazy Now, that is a cover that has been done before by the Runaways, which is actually a really great version, but of course Quiet Riot brought it to another level. They really brought Slade's songs in general to a new level, brought them to the surface, and really made them their own. In fact, and this is true with Come On Feel the Noise and possibly this song as well, they hated it. They did not want to cover these songs, and the record company was making them. The singer was trying to sing horribly, but by the end of the song, he looks over at Frankie Manelli, is like, oh shit, this is going to be awesome. That still sounded good. And he realized that it was actually a really good idea. And so there you go. So making it to the top with Slade songs is pretty great.
Don't want to drink my whiskey like you do. I don't need to. Don't stop now, come on. Another drop now, so come on. I wanna lie now, come on.
So I know I didn't mention all of them. I wanted to do a physical top 10 and put a little bit of snippets of the songs in there so that you would know which one I was talking about, and if you never heard the cover, you would hear it here. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions to the list that you would have put in, or give me your top 10 list of the best covers done by metal bands in this 80s genre, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more metal songs, metal genre stuff, me talking to a camera, hoping someone's watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.